Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Live at 5. I'm Beth Stevens.
And I'm Ryan Lee Gilbert.
We have a lot going on. It's
June
1st.
June 1st.
We have John Bolton here from ANASTASIA, so I know you're excited, Fanastasians.
Very
Can I call them
exciting.
that? Fanastasians.
Fanastasians. Yeah, sure.
That makes them sound like aliens. We're from this earth. But for some news.
Yeah, we have some news. Not a lot today, but you know, some interesting little things. First of all, so the Public Theater has announced its 2017-2018 season, and there are a few standouts that we wanted to talk about. One of them being Lynn Nottage, who is nominated for Best Play for Sweat right now.
And won a Pulitzer Prize for
Who's already won a two Pulitzers, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
She has a new show, new play called Malima's Tale, and it is about a magnificent elephant trapped in the international ivory market. So
Wow.
yeah,
I did not see that
I did not
coming.
see Lynn Nottage writing about an elephant, but you know, that's, hey, can't
I love
wait.
She's surprising us. I love it.
Also, Elevator Repair Service, they're doing a production of Shakespeare's Measure for Measure.
I love Measure for Measure.
Me too. And then, did you get a chance to see Nia Vardalos' Tiny Beautiful Things?
I did not.
No, I did not either. But a lot of people did, and people loved it, and people probably thought it closed too soon, so they're doing it again,
Oh,
an
thank God.
encore engagement.
Look at that.
So if you didn't get a chance, like we didn't, here it is.
We're all in this together.
Exactly. Bruce Norris has a new work, The Low Road, which will be directed by Michael Greif.
Wow.
And Sarah Burgess's Kings, which will be directed by Tommy Kail. Tommy
Look at
Kail,
that.
who also does Tiny Beautiful Things. The public,
This is an all-star lineup from the Public Theater.
it is.
Get yourself downtown next
Right.
season. Amazing.
One of the most exciting things I've seen today, and hopefully all of you, is so Audra McDonald has a new single coming out, and it's for the film adaptation of the Michael John LaChiusa show Hello Again. And the song is called Beyond the Moon, and her artwork for that single was released today, and it is trippy.
It's eye-popping. Eye-popping.
She looks amazing.
And of course, she has a long history with Michael John LaChiusa.
Of course, yes.
With Marie
So
Christine.
I had no idea about this show, and I just looked at
But
a
I
few.
did.
Right.
We know about
and
it.
so
It's a thing.
it focuses on a series of love affairs among 10 characters during 10 different decades of the 20th century. And
Yeah, it's all
lots,
over the place.
lots of favorites have done this. Donna Murphy, Michael Park, Carolee Carmello, John Cameron Mitchell.
Look at that.
Yeah, Max
You
von
pulled out all the
Essen. I
names.
did. I was just so
It is-
fascinated. I
it's
got wrapped up
all-stars,
in figuring
all-stars.
out about this Hello Again. So that single will be available from Broadway Records on June 2nd.
It's like a pop single, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
like
she
it's
looks pretty
popified.
amazing. She looks like a queen.
She looks like she's hanging out in space. And
Maybe
it
she's a
looks-
Fanastasian.
I can't wait
Not
to find
sure.
out more.
Not sure.
Also, so lots of Mamma Mia news recently. There's, you know, the Here We Go Again, the sequel to the movie. Also, there is this immersive version of Mamma Mia called Mamma Mia The Party, which has already been in Berlin, and now it is headed to London. And so, yeah, so...
No, wait.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why isn't it in Greece? Why can't we all just go to the Greek islands?
I
That's
don't know.
Next.
Like,
That's
so
next.
it's London for right now.
So it's
after
at a
Berlin.
restaurant?
It's
Or
a very site-specific
Okay.
production, yes. And the audience is encouraged to get involved and to dance and to play along. And I mean, this is what I saw people doing
This is
on
what people do
Broadway.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so they're kind of just catering to, you know, like just come dance with us. But sounds great. Lots of Mamma Mia.
ABBA will never go away. I love it.
Exactly. So the season 4 of Younger comes back on June 28th, I believe, and the new trailer came out today, and there was a wonderful little surprise in that trailer. Kristen Chenoweth is joining
Yes,
this
as a
season
guest,
in
as
a guest star.
So
yes.
the Pocket Diva makes an appearance.
She does. She does. So,
Amazing.
and I had the chance to talk to Sutton Foster about that new
You're
season
so
coming up. It
lucky.
was a big moment for me. Like it was.
She's special. She's
she was
special.
so wonderful and so sweet. Yes. So make sure you stay on top of that. Watch the trailer. A few trailers actually. We also saw the trailer for Kenneth Branagh's remake or reimagining of Murder on the Orient Express, which has so many Broadway favorites in it. Leslie Odom Jr., Josh Gad, and then Michelle Pfeiffer looks amazing
Of course
in
she
it.
does.
So,
Hello.
yeah, like that looks incredible. Also, we got a little video peek of the musical adaptation of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
You're so excited. Look
I'm
how
so
excited you are.
like,
Aw.
I don't. It's a big thing for my generation.
This is a big
movie,
day for you.
I think. Like it's. I love that show. So it's going to be in Seattle first on June 8th, but then hopefully a Broadway transfer is in the works.
Absolutely.
So you can take a little peek at that. Andy Carl got his Sardi's portrait, which is amazing.
So
you can
well
see
deserved.
Yes, I mean, we love Andy Carl.
And he's been in everything.
Much.
He's been in every Broadway blockbuster.
And he's the nicest guy on the planet.
And current Tony nominee.
So lots of photos of that. Ben Platt, some competition of Andy Carl's. I mean, of course, but you know, same category. He was stopped by The View. And that's great, so make sure you check that out. And then episode 3 of Welcome to the Rock, backstage at Come From Away with Jen Colella.
She's so much fun.
I saw you watching it and you were having a blast.
If you don't like needles, though, there are parts to skip over because they get B12 vitamins backstage. Do you do that, John Bolton? No, not everyone does this. But Jen Colella likes to stay healthy in her own way, and she's just friends with everyone.
Yes.
She calls
so
everyone
if there are
brother,
needle fears,
which I love. Yeah, she even makes friends with her cab driver. She's really good at that. Yeah,
sounds great. And all of our staff picks for the month of June. That article went up as well. Mine was Marvin's Room.
Oh yeah,
I'm so excited about it. I love that play. Yep, going up with the American Airlines. Janine Garofalo headed to Broadway. I love it. So,
fantastic.
what was yours?
The Tony Awards.
Oh,
someone had
those happen in June.
Apparently, there's something called the Tony Awards.
Right.
And perhaps you should watch it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Consider it. Consider it. Just
but
an idea.
yeah, that's all I've got today. That's all the news we reported on.
That's all the news. We're going to take a break, and we will be back very shortly with Anastasia's John Bolton.
Actually, take a look at that B-roll right now.
In dire circumstances, why wallow in regrets? We're out of second chances. Why are we here except to forget? We know the world is fickle. Life is a leaky sieve. Pass me a glass and give me a bow and drink to the Countess. Nobody now. Why should I care as long as I dare to live? In the land of yesterday. Let's run up the bill as if we're still royalty and babes. Let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my past and bring me home at
War Paint is the one Broadway musical with 2 Best Actresses. This season's Tony Award nominees, Patti LuPone and Christine Ebersole. The New York Times calls them both knockouts. Broadway's most gorgeous new show has been called Musical Theater Heaven, with 2-star turns for the ages. It's as good as Broadway gets. War Paint.
Welcome back to Live at 5. I'm here with John Bolton from Anastasia, so I know you're all watching and you're all excited. Hi, John.
Well, hey, how are you, Beth?
I'm good. Thank you for coming in.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
All right, you are in a show that people are so excited about. I'm sorry, people, for calling you Fanastasians. I misspoke. It's Fanastasias, correct? So you have a serious fan base for this show.
And we are loving every moment of them. I mean, truly, they are packing the theater. We're full every single show. And then we walk out the stage door like you do, and there you all are. And it's just such a pleasure to get to meet all these wonderful, mostly young people, and young at heart.
Because people grew up with the movie, of course.
Yes.
But what are they saying to you at the stage door?
Well, various things, but mostly heartfelt, like, testimonials of thank you for doing this, making this a musical, and for making it such a wonderful adaptation. And there have been tears. And it's actually incredibly touching, and we love it. It's such a pleasure to meet them all every night. I had no idea, because in 1997 I was sinking the Titanic on Broadway 8 shows a week, so I was a little busy. So I wasn't aware of the film. I certainly knew the history of the family, and I know my Russian history.
I bet you do now.
Well, my parents had the book, you know, Nicholas and Alexandra.
Oh yeah, that was a very popular book.
1,000-page, and in the middle there were all these photographs of the family, these matching stepping stone kids, like the Von Trapps, except
tragic.
they die. But
spoiler. Yeah, so you sort of had some background with it, but you didn't really
I had no
know
idea
the
the
movie.
I knew
with all
Journey
this
to the
beautiful-
Past certainly, but yeah, and what a thrill to realize how many people just love this film, which I too now have come to love.
And you're with a fantastic cast.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
Embarrassment
come
of riches.
on. You've got Christy Aldemar and Caroline O'Connor, who you work with very closely, and Derek
Oh my
Klena, of
God.
course.
Yeah, love them all
Your
very
ca-
much. Proud to call them friends.
I was actually thinking, with your career, that you're like, you know how there's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? There's like 6 degrees of John Bolton.
Okay.
Because, especially this season, because of course you have a long history with A Christmas Story.
Oh my gosh.
Patrick and Paul.
Yep.
All right, well, first of all, before I even go into your whole history, because we could go on forever, Christmas Story is coming to TV.
It sure is.
How
I
excited-
called it.
You
You know,
did?
we were out of town in Boston with it in 2013, and Sound of Music was on, and we were coming off stage and watching what we could of the Sound of Music.
Of
wow,
the
that's
live
a
one.
second Sound of Music reference in like how long?
It's weird.
But
That's weird.
Odd.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I said, you know what's gonna Christmas Stories? They're gonna do it because it suits. It's suited to that so beautifully, I think. No one has called me, but
I wasn't gonna ask you that
I'm fully aware
specifically.
of how the industry works, and I'm sure Ed Helms or Ty Burrell or Steve Carell will be wonderful.
I was going to ask you who you were going to cast.
I have no idea, but I do. I hope they're good. What I would love
No
is
one
for them
can
to call me.
surpass you.
I want them to say,
We
"Will
need
you
a
come play
consultant."
the delivery man? Just come have a line."
Sure, just to acknowledge it.
Like,
Acknowledge
oh,
the history.
Then the theater fans go, "There he is."
But beyond Patrick and Paul,
Yes.
all of your former not all, many of your former co-stars are currently on Broadway.
Yeah.
You're just like, maybe there's like a little center to the theater community, and I think it's John Bolton. I'm
It's
not
secret
sure.
to me.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
I think it's
'Cause
when
you've got
you're
your
old
curtains.
enough.
I
Yeah.
didn't say that either.
Yeah.
You've got your curtains co-star, David Hyde Pierce.
Nicest man in show business.
Such a
True.
sweet guy.
Rumors are true.
The rumors are true. Don't know what you've heard.
Yeah.
And just so many people that you've worked with.
Yeah. Rachel Bay Jones is
Rachel Bay
of course,
Jones.
and well, there's so
Your,
many.
your Eloise Crops.
Oh, Miss Eloise Kropp, I love her.
Speaking of dancing,
Yes.
see what I did? You just got a Cheetah Rivera Award nomination, and you have an Estero. You've got both names of this dance award.
I'm thrilled by that. I feel like I fooled them all.
Were you in tights at 5?
Not at all. I would run around our house playing records. Yes, records. Mostly while my parents were out playing bridge or something, and just act out the entire show of Annie or Oliver or The Sound of Music.
Oh, we're just gonna keep going there. I love it.
Three's
I
the
love it.
Charm. Or The Wiz, oddly enough.
I know you did the Wiz in school.
How do you remember this?
I didn't remember. I wasn't there. But
Oh.
I do my research. So you were in the Wiz in high school.
Yes, I convinced them to do The Wiz.
You can
So,
because you
this-
thought you were right for it. Is that what it was?
Perfect. Well, because I knew it would be my only chance. And here's this mostly white
happens.
cast of The Wiz, and I thought it was pretty good. We did it.
Yeah, I'm
in
sure
the
that it
80s
was.
there. It was a wonderful production.
All right, I'm gonna freak you out.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Not the Wiz. That wasn't me freaking you out. Here we go. I'm gonna say a date,
Excuse me.
and you tell me what you were doing on that date.
Oh God.
It's like Johnny Carson, the old.
What?
Ready?
Not who.
August 5th, 1994.
I love you.
I love you too. We love each other.
I believe I was making my Broadway debut.
Your
in-
debut.
in
Damn Yankees.
I was a replacement in Damn Yankees, and it was my dad's birthday. So
I knew that. I didn't know that part actually.
and it was still to this day one of the most fun shows I've ever done.
Really?
And I was just
Damn
in
Yankees.
the chorus. I was just one of the guys.
One of the
but
guys.
it was BB and Victor and just a wonderful cast. Jared Emick.
Phoebe
and-
Newirth.
Yeah. Oh,
Victor Garber. You know,
wonderful
Phoebe and
people.
Victor.
And then Jerry Lewis came in.
I know.
Yeah, and we had that whole experience, which was
The devil you know or
actually
the devil you
wonderful.
don't know. We don't know.
You never know. That's a sideshow, yes. Isn't that a sideshow? Anyway.
So, Damn Yankees, you made your Broadway
so much
debut.
fun. But I was supposed to be in a show called Paper Moon, where our marquee was up. Most of you are way too young to know this, but our marquee was up
Some
at
things
the
don't work
Marquee
out.
Theater, and didn't happen. And then because Paper Moon didn't happen, Damn Yankees was able to
Grab the
get
theater.
that theater, and I was like, oh.
So it was still the
Damn
same theater where
Yankees.
you made your Broadway debut.
Same theater. Oddly enough, things
Just
work out.
gave me some chills. Damn, Yankees. All right, we're going to take some questions because people are so excited you're here. Oh,
Okay.
This is from Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke.
Have you received any advice from Kelsey Grammer, who played Vlad in the movie version of Anastasia?
I've never met Kelsey Grammer. Oddly enough, I've
The
listened
rumors
to
are
him.
true, though. No, I'm just kidding. I
Nicest
don't know
man in
what
show
that means.
business. Second nicest man in
Second
show
nicest.
business. I have no idea. You know, I'd never seen the film, like I said before, and the night before my audition, I thought it might be a good idea to watch it.
Research is important.
And so just to get the flavor of what he does in my head. And I watched it once or twice more and then put it away because I didn't want to slavishly, as I
Right.
did with Christmas Story, not to like copy every moment and make sure that everything.
Yeah,
'cause,
you have to have your own stamp on things.
You want to do it, but then make it your own. So I did not receive any words of advice from Kelsey Grammer.
Even now? Flowers?
Nothing.
Schmackery?
He hasn't even
Nothing?
acknowledged it. Not even a card from that guy.
My God. A
Nothing.
tweet?
Not even a tweet.
Not even a tweet. Kelsey Grammer, get on
Kelsey,
that.
I challenge
You should
you.
call David Hyde Pierce and have him call Kelsey Grammer because you know 6 degree.
You know, it's going to happen. I'm doing it tonight.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Okay, Carrie has she's got a logistical question
Okay.
for you. Ready?
Yeah.
When is the Anastasia CD signing in New York City?
Oh gosh, it's soon. We just got the press release for it. Perhaps my wonderful press person
Yes,
knows.
tell us. We need to know.
June 26th.
It's happening.
At Barnes & Noble, I'm assuming, yes.
On the Upper East Side.
Yes.
It
And
is
it's going to be
happening.
great. We're all doing it.
You
We'll
can
all
get
be
in line
there.
now. It's only a couple weeks that
Yeah.
you'll be in line, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everyone's got so many questions. Bradley asks,
Yes.
what is your dream role?
Huh. The next one. Whatever the next
wanna
one
work.
is.
You
I just
wanna
wanna work. I'm enjoying it.
You do
know?
work a lot,
I have
though.
a
Come
BA in
on.
journalism. I wanted to come to New York and do one Broadway show and then get back to it.
Paper Moon, is that the one you wanted to do, or what?
Oh,
was
well,
your-
I don't know. That didn't work out so well. No, it wasn't one specific one.
Oh, you just
but
want- I wanna
wanted
be in one
like,
Broadway show
you
and
know
then I'm
what?
gonna go be
I
in-
did it. I did a Broadway show. Now let's get on with life. And here we are.
You don't make plans because you
Yeah.
never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You'll just keep being
But
here.
dream role, I think it's always fun to work on something new. So something new and fun and whatever the next one is
Okay, that's fair.
with nice people.
You do originate roles. You've
I
done
enjoy it.
revivals. You've done both.
Yep.
And you've been in a lot of Tony-winning shows.
Yeah, 3 in a row, one Best Musical. We did Titanic, and then Contact and Spamalot, all won Best Musicals.
Oh,
I was
Christian
like,
Borle, another person you worked with.
Oh
See,
my
you're
gosh,
just
he's
with
so
you're just like part
great.
of everything.
Oh my gosh, that was a fun one. Spamalot was a lot of fun.
I mean, of course it was.
You literally go on stage and spend 2.5 hours trying not to laugh out loud and ruin the jokes or anything. But it was so much fun.
That's the hardest part. I've got another. The Fanastasias. Can we call them Fanastasia? Everything I say sounds wrong. All right, I'm going to stop. Kelly asks, first of all, she's got a lot of compliments.
Oh,
Saw the
thank
show
you.
this weekend. You're very fun. You're awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Do you have a favorite musical number in this show or another show? Favorite musical of all time? She's got a lot of questions.
Okay, well,
Let's
I
take
can
them one
help.
at a time.
I can help.
Favorite musical number in Anastasia?
To do or just to?
Favorite,
Oh, today it changes every day. Probably the train. We'll go from there where we've got the train rushing behind us.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. But I also love Countess and the Common Man because Caroline O'Connor.
Okay, we didn't even talk about that yet.
Heart,
I
heart,
mean,
love, all love.
there's chemistry, and then there's these two. Wow.
Yeah,
She's
you know
so
what?
much fun. She was here in this room
I love her.
talking you up.
I love her. We are basically the same human being.
Really?
I think we're the same age, and we.
And you
we
tap
certainly-
dance about the same amount.
Yeah, she might be a little better than me, but I just love every moment with her on and off stage. I have to say, and we just.
How do you not
get
stay
along
up
so well.
until 3 o'clock in the morning every night gossiping with that woman?
They have to physically restrain us.
I understand.
From that.
There are actual
and-
physical restraints.
And usually because we run out of wine by 2.
Oh.
So.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But my favorite show of all time, easy, Guys and Dolls.
Oh.
It's perfect, you guys. Guys and Dolls is like the most perfect musical
It's
ever
true.
written.
Romance, comedy,
It's so good.
great numbers.
Yeah.
Good one. That's, not The Wiz?
That's up there though.
Brooke asks, what are Aaron's and Flaherty like? What are Lynn and Stephen like?
Wretched human beings.
Awful people.
They are wonderful. They wrote Ragtime. They wrote Once on This Island.
I try not to remember
They
because
wrote
it's so much.
Our show. They have the biggest hearts, and they are both so devastatingly smart and generous, and it was just a thrill to go to work with them every single day.
I bet.
I love them.
Now, we didn't ask you what your favorite number is. Favorite show tune?
Favorite show tune ever? Oh gosh. It's the Hard
These are
Knock
impossible
Life.
questions. What?
There
Really?
you go. I think so. Annie was the first Broadway show I ever saw. And I was a kid, and so I was like, there's kids on stage. And that song in particular.
But I'm
that
only
sort
going to
of
do one
rhythm to
show.
it
I'm
and-
going to be a journalist. That's what you were thinking to yourself.
Although I did write to the writers of Annie and say there should be boy orphans. Why not?
Yes, we're the boy orphans.
I was so mad there were no boy orphans because our community theater had done Oliver with a girl as Oliver.
Olivia.
So it's like a boy could play Annie. I was sure of it. You know.
I see it.
This is the child I was.
Great. Yeah, you were a handful.
Yes.
You were a handful.
My parents were saints.
They were saints.
Yeah.
All right, here's another question.
Sure.
Will everyone be in the show? Oh, this is a hard question. Will everyone be in the show the day of the Tonys?
I believe so.
We don't.
We're
don't
gonna
know.
try.
We can't see the future. But
I think we'll be there.
Yeah. People work.
Yeah.
People work. Okay. Bradley has a casting question for you.
Uh-oh.
Would you and Caroline do Nathan and Adelaide?
Hey, speaking of guys and dolls. Oh my God. I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
I just got faint and then faint. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to ask one more question. There's so many questions because the I'm not going to say it right.
And we love you all.
Yeah, those people. Those people. Those people. Hannah asks your favorite part of the show.
Getting ready.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to say that.
Derek Klena and I love 70s classic rock.
Yes.
And so we listened to, like, last night it was Styx. And the night
Feel
before
free to
it
sing
was
any part of this
ELO. And then it just puts us in the greatest mood. And our dressing rooms are Derek, me, Ramin, and the three of us all love music. And so for a half hour, there is loud, happy music in our
Are you
hallway.
dancing or singing to this music? Or just like getting ready? Just combing your hair?
We're dancing, singing, I'm Vladding up. And changing the lyrics to make them sometimes dirty.
Okay, I have a suggestion.
Yes.
I think you need a YouTube channel called Vladding Up. I think it needs to just be this experience every night. What do you think? I think, yeah, your publicist is really into it.
I think we're going to do the Vlad vlog. We're looking at doing a Vlad vlog.
A Vlad
Because
vlog.
when you're playing Vlad, you got to have a vlog. So we're
Because there are only so many words that start with V and L.
That's it. Vlasic Pickles. Brought to you by Vlasic Pickles. We're on to it. I'm writing them.
It's done.
So I'm going to write David Hyde Pierce, and I'm going to write Vlasic Pickles today.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. So you have a plan for the day. We're
Sure.
all good. We're all good. We're going to get going, but thank you for coming in.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure.
I can't wait to hear what you're going to be dancing and Vladding up to tonight. You guys, I know you already saw Anastasia, but go back, see John Bolton and Anastasia, and we will see you on Monday. Take care.